Long regarded as one of New Mexico's best birding areas, Maxwell National Wildlife Refuge is located only 2 miles west of Interstate 25 between Raton and Springer in northeastern New Mexico. Situated at an elevation of 6,050 feet, the refuge encompasses 3,700 acres of short grass prairie, lakes, wetlands, woodlots, and agricultural lands. The wide range of habitats attract a good assortment of birds and other wildlife. An impressive list of almost 300 bird species have so far been recorded on the refuge. As you head north along the entrance road towards the visitor center, the grasslands can be good for a variety of species. The entrance road is a good year-round area to see the horned lark. It is worth stopping at the parking area for Lake 12 to scan for tundra swans, which can be found during some winters. A scope is useful for viewing the usually distant birds. The visitor center may be open on weekdays from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., depending on limited staffing. The large trees around the parking area often attract flycatchers during summer, such as this Cassin's kingbird, which likes to perch on exposed branches and posts to hunt insects. The slightly smaller Stace phoebe is a rather plain-looking flycatcher that can be found in open, dry habitats across western North America from Alaska south to Mexico. With a limited range in New Mexico, the eastern kingbird can also be found frequently in the trees around the visitor center. Three-quarters of a mile beyond the visitor center is Lake 13. Free camping is available here on a first-come, first-served basis. Picnic tables and trash cans are available, and vault toilets are located nearby. Camping is limited to a 5-night maximum stay. These primitive sites do not have potable water, electricity, or sewer hookups. During the winter, the area around the campground is one of the best areas in the state to find the American tree sparrow. The elevated berm around Lake 13 is a great viewing area to observe birds from the comfort of your vehicle, and a scope is highly recommended to view distant birds. During the winter months, flocks of sandhill cranes may be seen. Flocks of Canada geese should be scanned for the much smaller and stubbier-billed cackling geese. Known in Britain as a goosander. This female, common merganser, is sporting a mohawk. The extremely large and unmistakable American white pelican is a common visitor from March through October. With a 9-foot wingspan, the white pelican is one of the largest birds in North America. Unlike its close relative, the brown pelican, the white pelican does not dive for food. It feeds by dipping its very long yellow-orange bill into the water while swimming and scoops up fish just below the water's surface into its large pouch. Restricted to western North America, the yellow-headed blackbird is a common summer resident on the refuge from April through October. It breeds in marshy areas with cattails and bulrushes, often displacing smaller red-winged blackbirds and marsh wrens from prime nesting spots. After the breeding season, yellow-headed blackbirds migrate south to the southwestern United States and Mexico, sometimes forming large flocks in the thousands with other species of blackbirds. Maxwell National Wildlife Refuge is an important and vital stopover for thousands of migrating shorebirds to rest and feed along their migratory routes. The solitary sandpiper is mainly a migrant from July through September. It looks like a yellowlegs, but has shorter greenish legs and a bold white eye ring. It breeds in the boreal forests of Canada and Alaska and migrates to Central and South America for the winter. The Wilson's phalarope is another slender shorebird that migrates through the refuge on its way to and from South America. It has a needle-thin bill that is longer and thinner than other phalaropes. A few other shorebirds we have seen here during migration include this stilt sandpiper with its long, slightly decurved bill, long-billed dowitcher with an even longer straight bill, and the very pale sanderling. The short grass prairies located between Lake 13 and Lake 14 are a good area to find many local specialty birds. The Swainson's hawk is a common summer visitor and can be found perched on top of telephone poles and in trees. This long-distance migrant breeds in open grasslands and prairies of western North America from Canada to Mexico, and winters in South America as far south as Argentina. A round trip of more than 12,000 miles for some birds. The prairie falcon can be found year-round, but is most numerous during winter. The northern harrier is also more numerous during winter. And the red-tailed hawk is a common year-round visitor. This individual has captured a snake for lunch. Please let us know in the comments if you can identify the snake. Large colonies of black-tailed prairie dogs live on the refuge and can often be found guarding their burrows. Look carefully in the summer, and you may see a burrowing owl. This long-legged owl will often utilize abandoned burrows for nesting and shelter from predators. This loggerhead shrike is known as the butcher bird due to impaling its prey on barbed wire fences for later consumption. It is not uncommon to see large herds of elk on the refuge. Also known as wapiti, elk are large deer that have a thick neck and large thin legs. They can often form herds up to 400 animals. In summer, calves and females gather in groups, and the bulls typically stay on the outside of these herds. The antlers on a bull elk can measure up to 5 feet long. This nearby individual was on the lookout for potential predators that can threaten the calves. With speeds up to 60 miles an hour, the pronghorn is North America's fastest land mammal. It is a common resident in the grasslands. Situated to the east of Lake 13, Lake 14 is another area worth visiting. This road should be avoided after heavy rains, as it can get very muddy and should not be attempted without four-wheel drive. After parking in the visitor parking area, one can walk along the berm, scanning for water birds. On the 28th of September 2020, a distant plover was misidentified as a black-bellied plover. A couple of days later, we observed a plover that we thought was an American golden plover. Upon reviewing our photographs, we realized that the bright white underwings and bold white wing bar observed in flight indicated it was a European golden plover. This first interior record for North America was observed by hundreds of birders over the course of the next several weeks. During the summer, the reed beds can be good for seeing the sora. This tiny rail, which is about the size of a robin, is a secretive marsh bird that is often heard more than seen, making its weenie call. With a little patience, it is possible to see one out in the open foraging for seeds, insects, and snails. This small, chicken-like bird frequently flicks its tail, exposing the white feathers below. The best time to see the sora is early morning or late evening, when they are more likely to venture out of the dense vegetation to look for food. Whether you are visiting in the winter for waterfowl viewing, or spring and fall for migrant shorebirds, or even summer for raptors and flycatchers, any time of year can be good for visiting Maxwell National Wildlife Refuge. Depending on the time of year, lake levels can vary and may be completely dry after extended periods of drought. During winter, the lakes may partially or even completely freeze over, limiting the number of waterfowl. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more, be sure to hit the subscribe button and give us a like. It is free and an easy way to help our channel grow. Thank you for watching.